Manson, and we are doing vigorous exercise for families. Okay, the NHS tells us we need 75 minutes of vigorous exercise per week, just to supplement the moderate exercise, which is your walking, you're doing the dishes, you're climbing stairs, you're ironing, that are more low intensity. We need stuff that counts as vigorous. Vigorous exercise, I think it gets our heart rate up, maybe makes us a little bit difficult to speak to one another while we're doing it. Okay? What we've decided is we're going to do it as 5 15-minute sessions that you can all do at home in your own living room. I won't be using any equipment other than this floor. Okay? How we're going to work is it's going to work for 25 seconds of exercise, followed by 10 seconds rest. You repeat that 6 times, and then we rest for 1 minute. Okay? After that rest, we're going to repeat that 2 more times per session. We'll have a little cool down at the end, and we'll go through. Okay? The first workout we're going to do, the first block, is a little bit lower in intensity, just so everyone can get a little bit more warmed up. Alright? The purpose of this is that it should raise your heart rate. So if you find it too easy, you can do more exercise in that time. If you find it too difficult, just slow down. No pressure whatsoever. It should be for everyone. Alright? Okay. So when you hear the 2 dings, we start. You hear the 1 ding, we rest. The first one is coming up. So we're marching on the spot. Nice easy start, okay guys? Not making it too difficult for the first one. Just picking opposite arm, opposite leg off the floor. Keep your head up, nice and tall. You should be looking at something away in the foreground, okay? Nice and smooth. You're looking for balance either side doing this. And this can be everyone. Right, next one guys, we're in a single leg balance. So balance, massively important thing to do. You're standing on 1 leg, okay? And all I'm going to do is I'm splitting the time in half. I'm going to do about 12 seconds on each leg. Account for the time that you need to change between legs as well. Keep your head nice and still. Moving up and changing legs. And just remember, if you keep your head still and you fix something that doesn't move, you'll keep your balance a lot easier than if you're moving your head around all over the place. See, it's quite hard for me to keep my balance. Okay? Got our 10 seconds. Next one is star jump, so a bit more intense than we had on the first one. Ready? And go. So just like we said with the other ones, if you're finding it easy, you can go quicker. If you're finding it hard, slow right down, okay? We're just looking to work through, nice and consistent. Just like with the others, keep your head still, okay? That's it, nice and easy. And on to our 10 seconds rest. So now we've got reaching up to the ceiling. So I'm going to get nice and tall, lift my head, lift my arms, reach as high as I can, really, really, really high. You can come up on my toes. And then come back down and repeat, high as I can, reaching up really high, big stretch, and coming back down. We're incorporating a little bit of mobility with our exercises today. It should be not just about sweating constantly, it should be more relaxing, okay? Now we've got lateral jumps, we're going to jump from side to side. The distance is entirely up to you, but make sure you bend your knees. That's it, so I'm bending my knees as I go. And if you feel like it's easy, you can quicken the pace. No issue with that. If it means that you enjoy it more, that's fine. And use your arms as well. Jumping is not just legs, jumping is also using your upper body as well. That's it. Nice and smooth. Our final one is the cat and the camel, so a nice stretch on all fours. Okay? Some people call it a cat dog stretch, some cat and camel. You'll be arching your back. I'm pulling my chest up towards the ceiling and then moving back through, okay? So you want nice, smooth movement with this. Arching your back and then rounding out through spine, okay? It's all about lifting your chest up and then down. Nice mobility for our spine, okay? Really nice and easy, okay? Right, first one, we are complete, okay? So you're going to hear the ding in a second. So we've got 1 minute. Make sure you get a little bit of water. See, I've got my water here. And I think the important thing to talk about when we're doing this kind of exercise is you need to be having small breaks in between. If you can continuously work for 15 minutes, then it's probably slightly too easy. Okay, very, very few sports and activities are just continuous, no rest whatsoever for the entire time. Think about football and rugby, we have little stops when the ball's not near us, or anything like, or we're in a step class, or anything that's a bit more intense, we're constantly moving. So for this, we make sure that we get little breaks in between. So, next one, same structure to follow, but different exercises. We're starting off just with normal squats, okay guys? If squats are a bit difficult, please go to a chair and just sit up and stand from the chair, whatever you find easiest, okay? Ready? Let's go. We've got 25 seconds. Remember, then we're resting for 10. I'm using my arms to help counterweight, counterbalance my lower body, but if you want, you can put your hands across your chest. Our aim is to sit back. Even if there's no chair there, you want to imagine that you're sitting back onto a chair, and that means you get yourself in the right position. Okay? See me front on again, my knees are tracking over my toes. Very nice, 10 seconds rest. So, we now got some rotation. So mobility, you're going to stand still, you're going to have your hands on hips. I'm going to keep my knees facing forwards. I'm going to turn my chest. Just a nice standing twist. As best you can, keep those knees facing forwards. Get a nice twist from side to side. You want to move smoothly here. You're not trying to slam the car door, you're just trying to gently close it each time, okay? Okay, our next one, we've got side shuffles, okay? So that's moving from one to the other, okay? There we go. So that's keeping feet in the middle, and if you're comfortable that you can do more, then you can do them quicker, okay? And if you need to go slowly, then you can go slowly, okay? This is all like shifting our weight across. We don't just move in straight lines, we don't just move forward and back, we also move to the side. Next one, our next mobility, we're doing big arm circles, okay? So we're looking, standing on the spot, nice stretch for our upper body, alright? So we're bringing our arms round, stretch up, stretch over, nice and smooth, okay? Nice big circles with the arm, like we did before, getting nice and tall, and then coming round, nice and tall, and then coming round, okay? Right, we have some double leg hops in a circle, our last one of this group here, okay? So, we're hopping around, try and get as many points on the compass as you can. So I'm just working myself round, I'm controlling my body, and making sure as I rotate, I'm not over-rotating, I'm hitting everything, so I'm going west, northwest, north, northeast, east, southeast, south. Very nice. Last one, you're doing a roll down, so more mobility, stretch our upper body, okay? We're just going to work ourselves down to the floor. Nice, long, reach down, and then come back up. For anyone who's done Pilates before or yoga before, we'll talk about it in segments. Coming down, nice and slowly, and then coming back up, one vertebrae at a time, until you finish nice and tall. Okay, right, that was number 2. See how time flies by if we're breaking it up nice and evenly, okay? Make sure you and we're moving on to our final one. So our final one, going to be a little bit more difficult than the previous 2. We're going to incorporate a few more movements. We're actually going to start off on our chest for this one. We're doing a press up first. Okay? And as you see, you can work through this nice and easily at your own pace. If you need to, you can hit pause every now and then, add maybe 20 seconds, you need to get your breath back. That's fine. The aim is, it should be 15 minutes. in some form. So some people will take slightly longer breaks, some people by pausing, some people will want to take slightly less breaks, and they'll just put something in say this resting time here. That is okay. The work alone should be sufficient, and we're hitting a little bit of everything today. Right, so when everyone get in position, we're going to start with the press up, okay? So we're down on our chest. You can be on your knees if you need to, or you can be on your feet, whatever you prefer. 25 seconds is quite a long time for this kind of thing. So whatever you do, don't race away if you don't think you're going to be able to finish. So that's a normal press up. If you want, you can go to your knees, a little bit easier. If you want to go even easier, you can put your feet on the floor. All of which are great for upper body strength. Another bit of mobility. We're reaching to our opposite knee with both hands, okay? So we're standing up nice and tall legs, decent width apart, reaching across my knee, and then back up nice and strong. And across my knee, back up nice and strong. Okay, nice and evenly between the two. The whole point is you're getting some more directional movements in there. Again, we're not just going forward and backwards, not just going up and down, we're rotating as well. Okay? We have a little squat and jump. So you're going to have hands behind heads. This will be a little jump, okay? Just like we have done with all of them, you don't try and do too many. If it's only a little jump off the floor, that's fine. If you're confident you can do loads, quicken it up. It's all about listening to your body and doing nice, smooth reps. Bend your knees when you land as well. Okay? Back into a ground-based one. Now we're in the plank. So, anyone who's done a plank before, we're going to do elbows for this one. If you find it, and my back is nice and straight, I'm squeezing my glutes as I move. I'm not a tent, I'm not a pothole. I'm nice and concerned. If you find it difficult on your elbows, go up to your hands. If you still find it difficult, just hold that press up position. Straight away by keeping my torso in line, it's a difficult exercise. Last two, lunges are first, alternating lunges. So, hands across chest, you can step forward with one leg, and then come back. Step forward with the other, and then come back. And if we are comfortable, if we feel like we can do a lot of these, do a few more. Just remember, big strides, don't go too low. Lunges are something a lot of people have trouble with. So you want to make sure that your body's nice and upright, you've got a big stride, and there's no discomfort. Final one, for our calves, not to be underestimated, okay? You're going to use a wall, or something to hold on to. I'm lifting up on both calves. I'm pushing through my toes, making sure that I'm getting nice high on my toes and then down. Both together, using the wall for balance and not pulling down with anything, just getting nice position, okay? Smooth reps are the key here. Fantastic. So you've done all your main exercises. So all we're going to do is have a quick little stretch and mobilise. Our arms. The ring tells me that we've reached that point. Nice, smooth movement of the arms. Okay. When you go into our roll down, like we did before, nice and relaxed with the spine. We're going to stretch our hammies, so foot forward, lean forward, feel that stretch through the back of our thigh, other side. Okay. Nice rotation as well, so hips facing forward. Rotate. Rotate. Okay. Final one, just stretch those calves. Foot facing away, stretching this back leg. You should feel stretched through the back of your calf, through there, other side.
Activity completed.
That's it. Thank you very much and see you next time.